You know, as the coronavirus pandemic continues, cruise ship lines have suspended operations. There are still some ships out there on the water waiting to port here in San Diego, including one that's due to arrive later this week. News 8's Shannon Handy has more on what officials are doing to ensure that the people coming off of those ships don't pose a health risk.
If you're down here along the Embarcadero, you'll notice Disney's Wonder cruise ship. It arrived last week, and while the crew remains on board, passengers were allowed off. Now, port officials tell us they are working with all cruise lines to ensure that strict rules are being followed and that anyone that gets off is healthy. News 8 was at the Port of San Diego Thursday as hundreds of people got off Disney's Wonder cruise ship. Passengers told us they were all screened before leaving, noting the strict safety protocols in place while on board.
They have upped the cleanliness even more than they already had.
Cruise ship lines have suspended operations until at least mid-April, but the call was made while ships were still out on voyages. So you'll notice some returning to San Diego between now and the end of the month. While most have no passengers, two do, including the Holland America Maasdam, arriving Thursday with 834 people on board. According to port officials, there are no reports of illnesses. However, the ship must abide by these rules. Immediately inform Port, San Diego County Health and Human Services, the CDC, the Coast Guard, and Customs and Border Protection if any passengers or crew members begin to display symptoms of any illness, including COVID-19. Report how many crew members will disembark due to their contracts ending, and keep crew members on board who are still under contract. The CDC is also recommending passengers self-quarantine for 14 days once they're back home. The concerns and extra protocols are warranted. You may remember the Grand Princess lingering in the San Francisco Bay for 2 weeks after several people on board tested positive for COVID-19. Between that ship and the Diamond Princess, there were more than 800 COVID-19 cases, resulting in 10 deaths. The CDC even found traces of the virus still living inside cabins more than 2 weeks after passengers disembarked. Aside from the new rules in place, local port officials are also sanitizing the port and have added hand washing stations, saying public health is their priority. Again, not all of these ships have passengers. Some are simply here for fuel or supplies, and they're staying put just like the Disney Wonder ship until they are allowed to set sail again. Back to you.
Thanks, Shannon.